great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking great.
Okay, let's actually record this thing because it's now.
Only you get to sing songs from musicals. When I do it, let's hurry and move along. It wasn't written in the 20th century by someone who thinks electricity is novel. I don't like that musical.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, what? Okay, what?
Well, how do we
Okay,
want?
what?
How do we want to open it? How do we want to open it?
I don't know. How do you want to open it? I sang a little ditty from a musical, and you went. Okay, anyway, like, so what do you want to do, Spicer?
You'll be swell. You'll be great.
Singing my own part back at me? How dare you? How dare you take my role? Welcome to a song of Spice and Rhani, a Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire podcast for the girls, the gays, the theys, the well-behaved straights, and bitches named Spicer. I am your host named Rhani, and what's your name over there, you?
I'm that bitch named Spicer.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Why are you here? I don't know, because I told you and you listened. Good job, I guess. I don't know. Good listening skills. Anyway, in this podcast, what's the script? And every single week, we're going to go through 3 chapters of the Song of Ice and Fire book series, currently on A Clash of Kings, breaking down what happens, the lore, theories, and our favorite deaths. Well, Spicer, in a week filled with the dying of a lot of things, for me personally, how is... It's fine, everyone. I'm fine. It seems like my life is constantly in shambles. I promise it wasn't. It wasn't until this podcast, I guess. How death, Spicer? What do you think about death? What do you think about dying things, dying hopes and dreams,
dying dreams and dying empires? That we currently are residing through. I don't know.
The fall of Rome, I just assumed it was cooler than this. I don't know.
I always assumed it'd go out with a bang, not with a whimper.
Yeah. Just with a bunch of fucking nerds running us into the ground while the earth literally roasts itself to death.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. The Visigoths must have been cooler. I don't know. Death's coming for us all, and you just gotta make the most of it. You just gotta make the most of it, baby, because
yeah,
you never know. You never know.
You never know.
You know, Ronnie. You know.
I know. I long for it. I call. I say my name back, please.
And she says no. She says not yet.
I had to explain. Sorry, tangent. I had to explain the plot of the Final Destination movies to Max, my partner, for anyone who doesn't know, because he was, raised a sheltered Mormon, didn't watch movies as a child. So we were like behind like a really scary truck on the freeway yesterday. And I was like, we need to move. I don't want to be hit if any of this shit gets loose on this truck. And Max is like, yeah, no, I can move. I'm like, I don't want to be in a Final Destination movie. He's like, what's that? I'm like, and I had to explain. I'm like, well, they're movies that traumatized you when you were a child. Well, traumatized me when I was a child.
I watched one on one of my first hookups ever.
Oh God!
Yeah, it was not the way to be introduced to the Final Destination franchise, but that is how I was introduced. Underwhelming
and
sex.
a bad omen for the hookup.
Yeah, no, it was underwhelming sex while Final Destination is playing in the background.
Death is coming for you. Like, I can't.
Oh my God. Anyways, what were the chapters this week, Roddy? Tell the people.
This week, what were the chapters? I'm gonna tell you right now. Right now is the part where I tell you. Okay? Okay? Back up. I'm kidding. Anyway, so the chapters this week were I'm fine. Everything's fine, Spicer. It's fine. And this week, Catelyn 1, Tyrion 2, Arya 3. 1, 2, 3, hey. Anyway, let's start with shut up. Why are you looking at me with that face? Why is that face on your face? As Tony Collette would say. I love Tony Collette. Anyway, so Catelyn 1. Catelyn 1. Catelyn is God, just Catelyn is in a world of men who have thoughts and big feelings, and their thoughts don't often, want they don't want to include her thoughts in their thoughts. Why? Because she's a lady, and no one wants to listen to their mom or the wife of their old lord. They want to listen to themselves because hey, we're doing war shit now, even though we're all kind of stupid when it comes to war shit. It's fine. Anyway, what's going on? Fuck, I'm trying to remember what happened in this chapter. I just remember everyone ignored Catelyn, and then Catelyn was like, "God damn it, fine. I'll figure something else out." Jesus, why did my brain go blank? Okay, she's talking to Rob. Okay, I remember. Rob is in charge now.
Yeah, we're holding court. We're holding court. We're holding court.
Rob is holding court. Cleos Frey shows up. He's the one kind of okay Frey. Why? Because he has a Lannister mom. And who's his Lannister mom? The best fucking Lannister in the goddamn world that you're not going to meet for another, 2 books. Jenna Lannister, that buxom blonde from Casterly Rock. But you don't meet her. You just meet her son Cleos, who unfortunately doesn't take after her. He looks like a Weasley Frey. But Rob is like, hey, you're going to go to King's Landing. You're going to treat with your cousin Cersei. And you're going to give her my terms. These terms suck. No one's gonna like them. They're gonna laugh at your face, but you're gonna take them. And then when you're done, you're gonna bring her terms back, and then you're back in the dungeon, you little bitch. And Cleos is like, I'll do whatever you say. Don't kill me. You got a scary ass direwolf right there, and it's fine. And then Catelyn is just like, God, yeah, Cersei's not gonna like that, but it's fine. She tries to give Rob some advice and be like, hey, what about caring a little bit more about getting your sisters home? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if your sisters weren't imprisoned with murderous blondes and cast in King's Landing? Wouldn't that be cool? And Rob's like, I don't know, girls, man. I don't know, girls. And Catelyn's got, God damn it, you're 15, but I can't parent you anymore. This sucks. And then it's fine because he's like, Mom, go away. I have to think about war stuff. And she's like, fine, fuck, whatever. The whole world is falling apart because Rob let all of the fucking all of their bannermen go because Edmure wanted them to go to protect their lands. But oh no, that's gone horribly wrong as we find out when Brynden Tully the Blackfish shows up, Catelyn's aunt. No, uncle. God, it's all fine.
What a Freudian slip. What a Freudian slip.
What was happening? It's okay. Anyway, so Brendan's like, yeah, I'm back. Everything's gone to hell. All the lords that Rob let go away, well, they're all dying or captured or whatever because Tywin Lannister is going crazy in these Riverlands because the Riverlands are where you kill people. That is their sole purpose in life. If you cross the Riverlands and you kill any less than 5 people, you failed as a citizen of Westeros, apparently. Anyway, so she's like, God damn it. And Theon is about to go to the Iron Islands, and Catelyn's like, that's a terrible idea. That's not going to go well. Whatever. It's fine. Well, no one's listening to me here. There's Renly. What if I make a pact with Renly? That's probably a good idea. And so she implies ooh, maybe I'll go there. And then cut scene. Did I forget stuff? I'm sure I did.
No, that was pretty it. That was pretty
okay.
That was pretty much it.
Okay, cool. So, Spicer, what'd you think? What'd you think about Catelyn 1? Back to Catelyn. We love Catelyn.
We love Catelyn. We love our stable queen. Do you love the text painting of him being uncomfortable with the crown? Little subtle as a gun, George. Subtle as a gun, as always.
I have to keep shifting this crown on my head because it's so obviously uncomfortable. It's like it doesn't sit right on my head. Why? Because I'm a child. Because I'm a child who has been forced to become a monarch at 15 years old. Because grown-ass men were like, I don't want no southern people in charge of me no more. I think the boy should be king instead. God damn it.
Make the child the king of half of the kingdom, which I do love that one of the terms is hey, so the North, we're independent now, but we're taking not only the North, but the Riverlands and also the Erie with us. They're gone. They're ours. Or is it the Erie? I can't remember.
I don't like. I don't. I thought it was like up to the Vale.
Oh, so
Was
it's
it
like
up to the Vale?
I
Or
think
not?
it's like
I don't think it was including the Vale.
because he said something about the Moon Mountain, so maybe it's like that's the border. It's like
Yes.
that's the
Yes, I
border.
think that's supposed to be the border.
Oh, okay. So we're just taking what is that? 2/7 of the kingdom with us. It's just ours
Yeah.
now.
It's, yeah.
And you can just deal with that. Zowie.
Uh-huh. Also, I love the terms. They're truly like no Lannister is ever going to accept this.
No.
Like we're not going to release Jaime. We're like going to just keep Jaime like for a while, I guess. And then we'll give you back these two cousins that you obviously don't give a shit about. And then another part of the deal is we need 10 hostages that we're going to hold for a maximum of the next 5 years. And like if you guys are like doing like good behavior, every year we'll release 2 of them until you get all 10 of your hostages back. Like like there is a reason for this. Like Rob states that like, well, the Karstarks are really pissy right now because a bunch of basically like most or all of his sons get killed during the Whispering Wood battle, and so he doesn't want to make peace with the Lannisters at all. But so that's why like the terms are so shitty. But still, like, okay, well, if you want terms, this is not gonna work. But whatever.
No, it's which like it's the art of the deal, baby.
Oof, no, bad reference now, bad.
Ooh, but no, because like clearly they are putting very high terms up front. They're like, we want this is the pie in the sky, the greatest, the best thing for us. And the idea is they're hoping then that there will be a negotiation back and forth.
Yes.
Like that is the idea here. Which you'd think current world leaders would understand how that works instead of being like, you want half of a country? Sure. Take half of you. Take half of Ukraine. What are we doing with it anyways? It's fine. That's
Not
our
ours. Not ours.
Not ours. we're just giving away countries.
I love the idea of being like so comfortable being like, you know what, I'm willing to give away half of your stuff. I think that I am willing to give away half of everything you own, and I think you should be too. Why not?
Because
I helped.
But literally, JD Vance just said, like in his statement, he's like, "That's what happens in war." I'm like, in the 19th century.
God, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're all burning. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's great. But yeah, I also do. God damn it, Theon, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you dumb little bitch. Kneel before the king. No one asked you. No.
No one asked you. And he's just like a little bitch. He's just a little bitch who is so in need of being loved, as we will find out. That like, Rob is my good friend, so I'm gonna be super harsh on everyone calling him the king. Oh,
it's great.
And poor Cleos Frey being like, I'm so sorry. Yes, Grace, of course. Please don't maim me with your wild animal. I beg of you.
You're my liege. Like
my liege. I'll call you whatever you want. Let me live, please.
Please. You're the king of the moon now. You're the king of the moon. Yeah, no, but also I do love the utter confidence of, and like, I get what's going on here, but the utter confidence of Rob being like, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go to your very temperamental sister in King's Landing, behind enemy lines, and you're gonna say, hey, bestie, so here are these terms that no one in your family is ever going to agree to. None of these terms would you ever agree to in a million years. You're going to take her terms back to us, and then you're going to come right back here. You're going to come right back here, and you're going to come to your cell. But I'm going to make you swear an oath. I'm going to make you swear an oath, and then everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know that you're an oath breaker. And it's like, you are literally currently holding a Lannister who throughout the realm is known as the Oathbreaker.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna push back ever so slightly. I'm gonna push back ever so slightly.
Sure.
In that, like, here's the thing. The thing that makes Jaime so despicable to most people is that, like, he's seemingly comfortable being called that. When in actuality, that is like, no, I do not want to be perceived as this at all. So it I think to us it comes off as very stupid, but this is like something that, and spoiler, Cleos Frey like does follow through because he doesn't want to be perceived as an oathbreaker.
Yeah.
So like it does work, I think, to a degree on people who like are actually concerned with the like cultural norms of Westeros.
Yeah.
Now, when you're not, or you're willing to give those up, that is very interesting because like societal ruin versus like your own morality code is like an interesting tension there.
Yeah.
But Cleos Frey at the end of the day is a Weasley man who like is just Weasel, and so he does listen. So I'm just throw that out there because I know that someone in the comments was gonna go off.
Yeah, well, no, I do love how in this universe it's like either you are like oaths carved in stone. I have made you a promise. I have pinky promised with you, or it's like fuck your oaths.
Well, here's the actually, this is actually a really good point of discussion, because this is one thing that I think the show fucks up quite a bit, and so the impact isn't as strong in Westeros. Like these ideas of like oaths and cultural norms are crazy important, and so the breaking of them is unthinkable, which is why people get into situations where like the average person like in our world is going like, dude, you're walking into like something bad, but because they think the cultural norms are protecting them, and they do, 99.999% of the time, people will walk into situations that we otherwise wouldn't. I don't want to bring up the Red Wedding too early, because we're very far away from that, but I will say that is like, you watch that on TV and you go like, idiots, you walked into like, why would you walk there? In the books, it's very clear, like, this would never happen. There is no universe where this would happen. So the fact that something like that happens, it like is mind-boggling.
Well,
and so
continue, finish it.
Well, I was just gonna say, and so I think what we're doing here is we are very much like setting the stage for the idea that like these oaths, these like cultural norms, things like guest right, are important and binding to this society, and we're gonna like see examples of like people follow through even when you would assume like that, like, well, why not just lie? Well, no, because then I am gonna be like ostracized forever, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the difference between like, and like that is the problem, especially towards the end of the show, where like suddenly the show was adopting like a modern moral compass about things.
Yes.
Both like, well, oaths are dumb, and also like, civilian lives, right? Like suddenly we have the Geneva Convention, and but it's like, no, like that's not how this world operates. Like I think that's kind of one of the things that George is doing here, is like showing the absurdity of this point of view, right? Like it's like you made a deal with someone, like this world only works so long as you have trustworthy people. But the fact of the matter is that there's always going to be somebody who's going to be more than comfortable not being trustworthy, and like that's the problem with this type of a world where like everything, a man's word is his credit or his good name or whatever, and it's like, but the problem with that is that everyone has to be operating on the same. It's almost as if a certain political party in this country should learn this lesson, that it doesn't matter what the norms are. It doesn't matter what the norms are, because the fact of the matter is that there are just trustworthy people in this world. And so maybe you need to wake up and realize that they are not playing on the same field as you, and maybe they're gonna steal some seats in the middle of a goddamn decade. It's fine. We're fine.
Or yeah, sure, everything's fine. It's nothing's on fire. No, I absolutely agree. I think George again is pulling double duty in exactly what you're saying. He's showing you the absurdity while like showing you like while doing like the world building itself,
Yeah,
and like he will and does like go into the absurdity of the system and like how the system can like come crumbling down, and also just like the weak points of doing like doing an action that is deemed like dishonorable doesn't necessarily mean that it's the wrong action or even a
yeah,
bad action, and that is absurd in this world as well. And so like the standards of this world are in and of themselves like problematic, kind of stupid.
yeah,
um and but then like these are the systems that are like currently upholding everything, and look at how fragile this shit is
yeah,
because of that.
yeah. No, exactly, exactly. Um, yep. Also, just Catelyn feeling guilty this whole time. Just the amount of guilt that this poor woman is like, because she's like, well, I super told my husband to take that gig, and now my husband is dead, and now we have a war, and now my son is a monarch. Like,
Yep.
whoopsies.
This is bad. This is the bad times, and I feel bad about it. Damn it. No, I do feel for her, and like, and then on top of that, like, she still like tries to deal like, okay, I have all this guilt, but still let me try to do my part, and then no one is letting her.
Yeah.
Like, let me give Rob some advice, and then Rob is like so annoyed to like be trying to like be a king, but mommy's still here trying to give him advice. But like, no, listen to your goddamn mother, she's smarter than you, small child. Damn it. And like
Maybe you should go back to the twins, mom. Maybe I'd like to go back to the twins. Hang out with old McGee over there. Like with
God. Hang out with with my corpse soon to be father-in-law, please. Like, go pick out the pretty girl for me. Like, what are you
I love
doing?
her response. She's like, "You're old enough to pick your own wife, Rob." Like,
Yeah. God, it's so it's so frustrating, and like all of these men are like, so you can tell like so excited to like be at war, or just like want to be able to like do it on their own, that they don't want to like stop and like think clearly for a second.
well, I mean, it's as illustrated by the greatest hype man of all time, Great John,
Yeah.
the DJ Khaled of this fucking universe. Like,
No.
just
No.
King of the North, Stark, DJ Stark. just, just
So
constantly,
funny.
just constantly, every time punctuating. I'm like, ah, God, if only we could all have a Great John in our lives. Just being our hype man, being like, this 15-year-old is the shit. Like, like,
Oh,
love
God.
this 15-year-old. Love Pink. Love this king. Um. Also, just once again, because Catelyn's always got the bangers of lines, but just the line of "Living men go south, cold bones go north."
Eek.
Eek.
Yeah, no, it hits hard. It hits hard, and just like, no, you're her like guilt and hopelessness this chapter is just so rough.
She was me. She was
And
me last week. She was me last week.
it was you last week,
And you
yes,
this week.
and me this week. Hey, it's fine. It's
We take
fine.
turns. We take turns. We take
We take
turns.
turns. I need to find a new job. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We're just
Everything's
we're passing the one dopamine molecule between the two of us.
uh-huh.
Every week we
Aren't
get it,
we?
and then the other one, the other one gets it.
Ugh. But yeah, I'll just throw it out on the podcast for anyone who's still listening. If you live in the Portland area and know of anywhere hiring that pays decently well, hey, it'd be
Oh,
nice.
oh
It'd be
my.
nice. A couple last things I want to mention. I love that even like Edmure like won't talk to her or chill with her or anything. She's like, "Hey, let's go visit, our dying father." And Edmure's like, I don't know. You go deal with that. I have people that need to go talk to." I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. You like go see your dying dad, okay? Um
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I will say one last thing. One last thing. After Blackfish shows up, Brynden Tully, we get another round of what does the comet mean? And We have. I wrote down some of them. Some people think it is a red messenger. Some people think it is the red flag of vengeance for Ned. Or a let's see, an omen of victory for River Run because it's a red fish on a blue field. Until finally Blackfish is like, nope, it's none of those because that's not Tully Red. That's blood, bitches.
Yeah. Once
Jesus.
again, Admir, he got half of it right. Blood. He missed the fire part, but he got the blood part right. Like,
no, that was Brendan. That was Brendan. And Edmure thought it was like the good omen for River Run. Like, no,
God.
it's not a fish. We also get lots of Harrenhal lore, which was really fun. Yeah.
This next chapter too, we get a lot of. There's a lot of Harrenhal. A lot of Harrenhal.
We're going to Harrenhal.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Yes.
we're going to Harrenhal. I will say the other banger. My last thing is because another banger of a line, because it's Catelyn, so she's just dropping bangers. It's when after like she says like, oh, girls aren't important, and he says, yeah, because it was like even she was like, ooh, that was a bit too harsh. He said. There was hurt in his eyes, blue eyes, Tully eyes she gave him. Eek.
George really likes to twist the knife when people are feeling bad. Just like, oh, let's remember we're sad in this scene.
We get it, George. We get it. Life sucks and then you die. And then you turn into a zombie, but that's later.
Hey.
Hey, there is no rest for the dead. Like,
nope. Oh, there's not.
Anyways, but that's all I got.
Same here. So let's take a break, and we will be right back. And we're back after Spicer made me cut a joke. Won't say why. Anyway. It was my joke, so I'll put it that way. It wasn't Spicer's joke, but Spicer, you on that note, you have news, such news to bring to the kingdom.
I was going to wait till the end of the episode, but I can do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah,
More people are listening right now.
Yeah. In Spicer music news, if you are in the greater Las Vegas area, Las Vegas Opera has announced their season, and they're doing one of my operas. Woo! Woohoo! They're doing it. It's the Four Lost Santas. It's my comic Christmas opera. It's very silly. It's very funny. It's a good time. It's great if you got kids. If you got kids, bring them. It's a great family opera. Family friendly. That's what we're here for.
Also, it's like short, right?
Yeah, it's only 30 minutes. It's like a 30-minute opera. They're pairing it with Amal and the Night Visitors, which is a very famous, very serious piece, and so this premiered like last year, and it's kind of meant to pair with them all, so it's like a nice sort of 75 to 90-minute evening at the opera. It's great. Anyways, it's on the 21st and 22nd of November at Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, I don't know the name of the theater. Go to their website. Just look up Las Vegas Opera Las Vegas. It's on their website. You can get tickets there. The different prices. They're great. Go tell them Spices sent you.
Yeah. There's no code, but tell them.
Yeah,
just tell them.
Just be like, hey, my good friend, my good parasocial buddy, Spice. He told me. He said to come.
If they see a boost in sales, they should like up your royalties.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, everyone sell out. Just and come in Game of Thrones drag, like no context. Just show up dressed like Daenerys, and they'll be so confused.
I love that. That's amazing. Okay, cool. Yeah, everyone go see that, or else. Anyway, moving along. We are going right to Tyrion II. Well, Tyrion is in King's Landing now, and boys, he's starting to flex those hand of the king muscles. Just flexing his hand. You get it? It's that's an image. Anyway, so first things on the docket, he's a meeting with Janos Slynt, who is the head of the City Watch, and he's now the Lord of Harrenhal, because apparently when you betray the Starks, the reward you get is you get to become the Lord of Spooky Dookie Castle. Jesus Christ.
This is the equivalent of if like the DC police commissioner suddenly owned the Vanderbilt house.
Yes. Yes.
Just why? Don't know. Like,
Don't know, but we that seemed like a good trade-off apparently to them. But he's there and he's having dinner with Tyrion, and Janos is he's getting a little tipsy, and they're talking, and Tyrion is interrogating him on like the events that transpired when Ned had his head lopped off, and also the curious case of all of the king's bastards being murdered, including a young baby and her mother from a house of ill repute. Yikes, big yikes. And Janos Slynt doesn't seem to have any qualms about this. He's like, yeah, no, people tell me what to do, I do it. You want me to kill a baby? I kill a baby. That's what I do. That's what I do. And Tyrion's like, wow, cool. Okay, well, who should I like put in these other positions right now, like the King's Guard, and who should be in charge of the city watch now that you're so busy being a lord and all that? And he's like, oh, only trust these guys over here. Don't trust any of the other people that you've been talking about. They're shit. They're shit. And Tyrion's like, cool. This is the list. Cool. Anyway, you're going to the wall, and I think that you are without honor, and I think you're a piece of shit. So we're gonna strip you of everything and your children, and yeah, you're just gonna go to the wall now. Cool, along with all your buddies that you just gave me on this list, because they are obviously untrustworthy as well, as they are willing to kill children for nothing. Like, I don't. What's wrong with you? Anyway, and so Janos Slynt then gets arrested and is all huffy and puffy as he gets dragged out. And Tyrion's like, yeah, Cersei will be pissed, but it's fine. And then who shows up? Varys! And Varys is like, hey, you think about my riddle? I gave you a riddle the last time I saw you. Did you think about it? If there's a swordsman and there's three great men in the room, who does the swordsman listen to? Did you think about it? And Tyrion's like, I don't fucking know. What are the swordsmen like? And then Tyrion does the whole thing that we all love from the show. He's like, ah, yes, power is an illusion. Power resides where men believe it resides, because power is a mummer's farce. Get it? Because Varys used to be a mummer. Ah! Anyway, it's fine. It's fun. And then Tyrion and Varys talk a little bit more, and
Varys asks him which people they should murder next. They go through a list.
Oh yes, they go through the list
of just the business of the realm, which is just murdering random people. And my favorite is they get to is like they're like some of them that make sense, like, oh, this person, like this person's trying to escape, and oh, this person's this person's plotting this, and they're like, get rid of him, whatever. And then one of them, then Varys is like, oh, this one lord, he said something not nice about Joffrey at dinner, and Tyrion's like, maybe we don't murder him, maybe him we don't murder. And then Varys goes, you are very wise.
I love oh yeah, and that's basically the scene, right? Like, I think we got through.
Well,
right?
and then we talked to because also we also learned that one of the Conan the Barbarian killed a guy.
Oh,
and
he killed a guy
because he killed a guy,
like, ripping his throat out.
Yeah, because he cheated him, and Varys is like, hey, one of your barbarians ripped a throat out, and Tyrion's like, he shouldn't have cheated him. Like, sounds
Yeah.
Sounds like he rid the world of another cheater. And then he meets oh gosh, Bronn. He meets Bronn, and
he does. He meets Bronn at the end, and is like, "Hey, did you get everyone on the ship? Is everything good? Cool." And then he asks Bronn, like, "Hey, if I asked you to kill a kid, would you do it without asking questions?" And Bronn's like, I would ask questions." And Tyrion's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "How much?" And Tyrion's like, "Well, damn, why do I need Janos Slynt? I have this psychopath with me. God damn it."
Exactly. Oh my god.
But yeah. So Tyrion is Tyrioning about, and it's quite fun this first go around. I really like this chapter, just like watching his whole like manipulation game of Janos, and then followed by like just the scene we all love with Varys from the show about, like, a small man can cast a big shadow, so like you could do some real shit.
The big fish,
it's
fish
fun.
eats the little fish, and I keep on paddling, like that line, like I literally, Rhani, I
Mm,
wrote down
mm.
because because Tyrion's like, maybe I should have you pushed into the sea as well. And Varys goes, what did he say? He's like, what was it? Oh, you might be disappointed with the result because he's a mermaid.
Because he's a fucking mermaid. Because Varys is a mermaid. You don't see his feet. You don't see his feet. Why? Because he's got flippers, man. He's got flippers. He's got
I
flippers.
I do love the image of him just like shuffling around with flippers, like
Everywhere.
under his
Everywhere.
little robe.
Under those robes. Yeah. Yeah.
My
It's great.
God. Oh my God. But yeah, Tyrion playing Janos like a fucking fiddle. Tyrion is a master violinist, and Janos is a Stradivarius baby. Like he is playing him. He's like, ooh, such sweet music. Such ooh, more wine. I love how every so often the more wine punctuations are perfect.
Mhm.
They are perfect
Mhm.
in this chapter, and I love him at first being like James being like, oh no, and then he's like, you know what, yeah, a bold man says yes. it's
Yeah.
it's also like, what was it, he had, because like he noticed that the line is like, oh, he had noticed that he made gulps not sips. Tyrion made a note of that early on. Like,
So Janos is just such a joke. And it's so like it makes the fact that they raised this rando for doing them a favor like even that much more of like an obvious like fuck up. Like if someone like helps you pull off a scheme, you don't raise them to the same level as like the literally the lords of the land. Like that's insane. That's insane.
well, it's also funny because it's like he you know what this is giving? This is giving when like some random bureaucrat who is not particularly skilled but just has learned how to what's the word? When you're like he has networked, like that's his only skill.
Yes.
That is Janos
Yeah.
Slynt's only skill, is he knows how to network. Like he is not particularly smart, he's not particularly skilled at anything. He is a networker. Like, and that, it's like when you see like some politician or somebody like become the head of some department or something, and it's like, how the fuck did you get here? And it's just like he knows everyone and he knows where all the bodies are buried, and he's like, and he's helped out a little bit here and a little bit there. He and it's like he is not particularly like, and I think because like even Tyrion like made the line of like, I just replaced like Littlefinger's men with Varys's men. Like that's just what happened here. But you know what? They are more helpful to me in this moment, so fine, I will do that. Like it is just like this man has no particular skill set at all except for being well connected. But like because he is so well connected, like, and he's risen this far, like his faults are laid bare. He is so
Yes.
clearly being played in this moment, and he does not realize that he's being buttered up. Like, and it's because he's not very clever and he's not very smart. Like, and he thinks, and like that's what's even like funnier is like he thinks he's like a player in this game, and it's like, baby, like it's the great line from Avatar when fucking Azula like takes care of the secret police guy. It's that
Of Long Fang, yeah.
Long Fang,
Yeah.
and he goes, "You beat me at my own game," and she's like, "You weren't even a player."
No, it's so funny because exactly 100% agree with everything you're saying. Like Janos's only skill is that he's a yes man. It's
Yes.
that he doesn't ask questions and he is willing to do whatever the fucked up thing that you ask of him. But at the same time, like I do love how it kind of I feel like the two halves of the scene, like the Janos scene versus the Varys scene, play into each other because this is ultimately like Janos's mistake is he has mistaken where the power actually lies. He
Yes.
thinks it lies with Joffrey, which is why he's a yes man for Joffrey. But if you think that power resides with this demented 13-year-old, you are mistaken. It doesn't. And you are going to pay the price for like not perceiving it correctly, which he
Yes.
does, and that's fun.
Yeah, I will say in this in for the how many fucking chapters we've gotten recently where we are just George is just punching us in the face constantly with tragedy. We did get one win. We did get one
Yes.
small win. The cooers got cooed. Like, and isn't that fun? Isn't that fun?
Yes.
They were middle management
And
people, but that's nice. It's
but
satisfying.
still, we still, victories, small victories here. I will agree. I like this chapter was like a fun respite from just the trauma train that we've been on for weeks now. Because this is what episode 4 of the book so far, and like, oh, we're finally like getting a moment where we can breathe a little bit. And it's just Tyrion like having a good time. And I will say I think this book might be my favorite Tyrion chapters in general. I
Mm.
love his arc in this book, and especially because like it is that kind of respite throughout. It's just like Tyrion winning, and that's really fun. And yeah, no, like let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it while we
Well,
can.
while it lasts,
Yeah.
Tyrion we're so tired of winning. You know what this is giving? You know what this is giving? It's like in the first Trump administration when like the people in his administration were just like dropping like flies every so often. Like that was so
Uh-huh.
satisfying when they would fall.
Yeah.
Because the fascists were still in power, but hey, this one incompetent person like embarrassed themselves and disgraced themselves, and now can't even get a job at a Wendy's because they fucked up so fierce. Oh god, if only we could have that energy, that same energy now. Anyways,
Anyways,
back to the fantasy. Um, also, God, the food. George, he's been so restrained. These like
because we
last
were on
like
the trauma train.
because we were on the trauma train, we couldn't talk about food. And boy,
Yeah.
the last 2 chapters, he's like, we're gonna talk about all the different foods in this feast. We gotta talk about them. We got the crab pies, Ronnie. There's starvation in the city, but we're eating good tonight with Dornish wine, a different wine paired with each course.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It No, you could tell like lunchtime came for George and then he came for us in his writing. Like
Once again,
it
George just does this because he gets hungry. Because he just gets hungry. He
yeah.
needs a sandwich.
You could always tell like, ooh, when was the 30 minutes before lunch? Ah, yes, right where he wrote this chapter right here. Exactly.
It's like he has a rule.
Or
It's like
there's like paragraph.
yeah, he has a rule. It's like if I write more than 2 or 3 paragraphs of food, then I need to stop and eat my lunch. Like,
Yeah. That's funny. That's so funny. Oh my god.
oh my
Yeah.
god.
But
But yeah.
food's back. But
No, sorry. Go
also,
on.
I was gonna say, hey, just the burgeoning Varys and Tyrion dynamic, so fun, so enjoyable. The little back and forth.
Love
Just
it.
the dream team.
Yeah. I do also love once again just just so Slint is just like I don't have to bring it back to Slint, but it's just like what a dumb fuck. Like what a
Yeah.
dumb idiot. He's so dumb, and it's just so apparent because it's like him thinking that he's like, Tyrion, you're a sly one. You thought you could get it out of me, but ooh. And Tyrion's like, oh yeah, more wine. And then I also love the line of where he's like, who? My sister, the queen. In case he had forgotten. But then it's fine. But then it's like so funny because it's like Slint when he finally realizes like because it's like when he realizes he's been got. At first he's like, well, the king will hear of this, and then realizing like, oh no. Oh no, I'm played. Oh no. And it's like he realizes like, oh, I'm so fucked right now. Like I am so fucked. Like
Yeah.
it is a question of am I going to die or am I being sent to the wall? Like what these are the 2 options here. I also do love because I think this also like points to something else. It's like the futility of scheming is another theme that George sort of has. That's not like a big theme in this book, but it's like all these people not only just get entrapped in their own schemes, but it's like oftentimes people who are scheming aren't that bright, actually. Like,
Yeah.
because they're not able to sort of like do things directly, right? They're not able to sort of like act and move in the open, so they're like, I shall do it in the shadows. And it's like, if you're not able to do things directly and take care of things directly, that's not like you're not like a Superboy genius like like hacker whatever. Like no, you're an idiot, and like you're having to resort to all of this like not even Machiavellian machinations, just like moving in the shadows, and it's like it's not going to turn out well for you because it never turns out well for anyone, right? Because like think of all the schemers, the only one who like is kind of smart is Varys, but that's because like Varys is on another level. Like, once again, Varys is playing four-dimensional chess and everyone else is playing checkers. But all these
Yes.
Littlefinger, the Queen, even Tywin to an extent, like all these people like think that they are like they're like, oh yes, we are the master manipulators here, and they don't even realize that this bald little diva, this bald mermaid diva, is actually calling the shots. like they don't even realize that, and so it's like it's the futility of scheming of like, girl, if you're not able to just like move and like make your move, it's right like sorry
It's not working out for you.
yeah. Also, I do love the line of like, it would not be amiss if Deem is swept overboard in a storm, and then the new what's his face, the gold cloak chief of police is like, the Northern Waters, they're very treacherous.
Yes. So I it's so funny and fucked up. Like it's good and like yeah, kill that bitch. Like great, but like damn, everyone is like so stone cold. I'm like Jesus, you wouldn't like pee on me if I was on fire. No fucks given. Like I.
Well, and it's like also like, yeah, it's just like the way that just. But it's so funny. But it's so funny too. It's so funny.
No, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Also, just like, also, I love how like Varys is like nicely done. Like game recognizes game. Game recognizes
Even though
game.
like I think and this is just my own interpretation. I think Varys like has a bit more fun than usual with Tyrion, but at the end of the day, he's still like, "Oh, Tyrion, baby, you don't even know either." But like,
yeah,
but, like, yeah, I recognize that you're doing better than the average Joe, and that's fun. That's fun to watch.
No, exactly. It's you know it's oh gosh, the gymnastics girly. The little tiny
Simone
the one that
Biles.
wins Simone Biles. Like it's like Simone Biles, like you did a really good cartwheel. She's like, you know what? That's really good. That's a good good job. Good job. Gold star. You can't touch me, but like
no. If Simone Biles gave me a compliment, I would celebrate for the rest of my life.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, take that to the bank, Tyrion. But yeah, and then we get our the riddle, our favorite part, the banger of all bangers. And yeah, that is but oh, I did my last thing. I do love the line that we get of he wanted to laugh, he wanted to weep, but most of all he wanted Shay.
Yeah, we did kind of yeah. We did skip over kind of like the entire he has like an entire like several paragraphs, a page, whatever, where he's just like thinking about Shay and how cool
Well, like he's also horrified at like what's going on. Like he has like a little bit of
yes,
like self-awareness of like this is fucked up. What's going on here? Like
yeah. And it's like, God, Tyrion, stop being stupid. You're being so stupid. And like the way he's like putting her up in a mansion, but she wants to be close to him, and he's like, again, he's just like believing that the girlfriend experience is real, and like, dude, stop, please.
It is, well, like, because there's that scene when he's talking to Slint, and Slint's like, no one cares about a whore, and like that's what makes Tyrion angry, and it's like Tyrion could only think about his old bride and Shay and everything, and it's like girl, she is a sex worker. Like she is a sex worker. Like I am sorry, this is just another day in the office. She got a really sweet gig. She got a really sweet gig, and she's like, sweet, the best gig I've ever gotten. But like, this is another day in the office for her, baby. God, Which, like, once again, we support sex workers. You are valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I don't like I always say this, and I don't get in trouble, but I get lots of idiots in my comments whenever I make a video on like Shay and Tyrion. But Shay, I don't think is doing anything that you would not expect. Like you said, she got a good gig and she wants to hold on to it. Why? Because this is her life. This is the life that she is like stuck in. She shared, whether you believe it or not, she shared like that she had like a bad childhood where like father was abusive to her, and so she escaped, and this is how she survives. And even, even if the details of that story are not true, like I'm assuming that she is a young girl alone in a society that like hates women. I am sure that she has some trauma, and like there's a reason that she's like out on her own or whatever, making ends meet as she is. And so like the fact that she's doing that like is not shocking. It's Tyrion, who is older and should know better because he literally has firsthand experience with this. And like I think it is on him. Like she's literally just doing her job as a 18-year-old sex worker, or like maybe she's 19 at this point. Like, what are we doing?
well, it's also like that's like the tragic flaw of Tyrion, right? It's like because it's like if you think about like the Greek like heroes, like the tragic flaw is always kind of like in contrast to like their strength, right? It's kind of it's the irony of it all, of like, the one thing that they're really smart is actually also their weakness. And it's like Tyrion prides himself on knowing people and on being able to read people and understanding society and like character motivation better than anybody else. He can read a room, he can read a situation, and he knows what to do. But then the irony is when it comes to his love life, and it comes to specifically because like in his mind he can't score someone actually, right? So he's like, so I'm gonna get a whore, right? And because it's all this internalized guilt about him being disabled and him like not being attractive, and so he's like, well, I'll pay somebody. But then like he is so desperate because he's got so many daddy and mommy issues to like have validation right, and to be validated through love and through affection, and be affirmed through love and affection, that like he like believes the lie, right? And like that's the irony, is like he is so smart at dealing with these like macro political issues and being able to like read a room and being able to like outsmart the chief of police of the capital, right, and being able to do all, and out-coup the cooers. But then he can't understand that this 19-year-old sex worker is this is just a gig for her. This is just another day at the office. Like, I don't even think she like secretly like hates him or anything. It's like, no. She probably thinks positively of him, but in the same way that I think positively about my boss. Right? Like, I'm not in love with my boss. Like, none of us are in love with our bosses. We're just like, oh no, they're great because they pay me money, right? like that is the relationship with that she has. Like, she is the employee, he is the employer in this situation. But like he is mistaking, because he is mistaking positive affection, because like that's what he's paying her for, as like genuine of like, you love me. And it like that's the tragedy, is like he can read all these other situations but he can't even read his own love life. Like, yeah. And that's the tragedy of Tyrion. Womp womp.
No, I agree. And honestly, that's all I have on the chapter. So
same.
You summarized it well. Okay, cool. Well, then we will take one more break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back, and we have boarded the trauma train once again. We are at Arya III, and boy, are the Arya chapters gonna let up? No. Why would they? This is where you learn. This is where you learn what pain is. So Arya is continuing to travel with Yoren and the other Night's Watch recruits, but hey, we've abandoned the King's Road. Why? Because we don't want to be caught by gold cloaks. So let's trudge through the woods. Great. That sounds like fun. It's not. They're also starving because they've run out of supplies. So now they have to like forage for food and rely on the kindness of strangers, which guess what? Strangers ain't so kind during a war. So Yoren gets pissy at one point when they have to pay for their own food. And he's like, God damn it, I used to be feasted. They would feast me at castles. It's fine. This sucks. But anyway, so they're traveling around. They're traveling around the woods. It's all horrible. And at one point, they stop. I'm sorry, it is. It's horrible. They, um, they have to pay for their own food. They're foraging for their own food. They stop by the remains of a village that has just been decimated because hey, we're in the Riverlands. Guess what happens? And but they do find a one-armed woman, who is again lost her arm due to the rampaging, and her crying child. Guess what? They're traumatized, and this woman just keeps repeating the word please over and over and over again because the trauma. I don't know what else to say. George is hammering it home, and so they decide to take them to like rescue them, take them with them, and oh no, the woman dies later the next day anyway, and so they bury her on a hill, and Arya is processing but not really because small child, and then they make camp and she has to pee and she has to go pretty far to go pee because she's worried that people are gonna like follow her and figure out she's a girl. But hey, there's wolves eyes, there's wolves, because we can't just have normal trauma. We have to scare the child with wild animals. But hey, the wolves don't eat her. This pack, because it's literally a pack, for whatever reason doesn't. I wonder if Nymeria is there. She probably was. But anyway, then Arya goes back and tells Yoren, like, hey, there's wolves. And Yoren's like, yeah, they're the people. Hey, it's a metaphor. Anyway, end of chapter. So Spicer, how was it, getting back to our roots here, going back to the trauma train?
We got our respite of Tyrion cooing the cooers, and we said, yeah, you get them, baby. And then George is like, we're back. We're all aboard. He put on his stupid little train conductor hat, and he said, all aboard the trauma train. Full speed ahead. The crimes of war laid bare before this small child. Oh my god. Also, it's rabbit season. That's all I can think about is the Looney Tunes. It's rabbit season. It's duck season. It's rabbit season.
God.
But don't worry, she gets the leg, Rhani. She gets the leg. Cause hey,
hallelujah.
And she shares it.
Praise be.
And she shares it with Gendry, her future lover, according to the show.
Ew, no, that's a show thing. That's a show thing. Please, we're not. I really, again, that is just one of the things where, like, I am certain that those creeps were just like, well, she's technically old enough now, so
she's got to be with someone. Like,
it's so gross.
That's.
They're buddies. Leave them alone, you freaks.
They can just
be
friends.
Creepy old men.
They can just be friends. They can just be. Oh my god! God damn it. Also, just once again, George being fucking subtle as a gun with the whole North was ablaze. We get it, George. The symbolism, like, she abounds. Most authors, you get a little symbolism here and there as a treat. George is like, no, everything's a symbol. Everything represents something else, and it's trauma.
I have a question that to some people may come off as offensive, but know that like this isn't unwarranted. Spicer, do you have conflicting feelings about the trauma train, just because of the autism and your love of trains? Spicer does love trains, unironically, and does have autism, so I'm not being offensive. No,
it's a valid question, because I do love trains, because me and Rhani were talking, we were dreaming about, like, what would a Spicer dark academia house look like? Because it will be dark academia vibes. There will be books, there will be leather bound, it will be maximalism to the max, so many old paintings, but there will be a room full of trains. There will be a model train room. It's going to happen. It's going to exist. But no, I feel very conflicted because I do love a train that is like I will even say, because like my stop on the subway in Brooklyn is where the subway is like above ground, so it doesn't look like a subway, it's a train. And I will say there is a tiny part of me every day, even though I hate my commute, that goes, the train's coming. A tiny, tiny little autistic boy in me goes, "The train's coming. It's gonna go choo choo." So I do feel very conflicted because I go, train's good. Train goes
Mm,
fast. Train goes fast on track. It goes same
yeah,
place every time. And that's fun. But no, this train bad. This train bad. It brings
yeah,
sorrow and sadness. I do love, like, I
yeah.
think Jenny Nicholson like talked about, like, someone was trying to like overanalyze why is it autistic people like trains? She's like, because they're trains. Like, because they're trains, like, because they go fast and they go choo choo, and I'm like, yeah, no, she gets it. They're
Yeah,
trains.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
They're trains. They're great. But anyways, yeah, no, it's back to man. This episode has been wild. Like,
Yeah.
we've been
The
everywhere.
tangents.
The tangents have been tangenting. Also, but I do love that we finally get our turn of our pie boy, our
Mm.
oh god, what's his name in fucking Sweeney Todd?
Oh,
The
Toby?
it's Toby, our fat Toby in this show. Nothing's going to harm you, not while I'm around. Like, it's Toby. Um,
Mm.
but we do finally get our turn. For what is his actual name in the book? Like,
Oh, hot pie. Hot
Hot
pie.
Pie. We finally get our turn for Hot Pie, where
Mm.
he's no longer the big bad boy that he thought he was. He's like, hey, I killed a guy by kicking him in the
No,
nuts.
I kicked a boy to death. I kicked a boy to death.
In
Like,
the
Jesus.
nuts.
Okay.
Remember
Yes.
specifically in the
Yeah.
nuts. I kicked him over and over again until he stopped moving. And then suddenly I love, because you know what, it's such like a classic turn, and some people might think it's cliche of, like, the guy's like, yeah, I'm a big tough guy, yeah, and he's like, I just was helping my mommy sell pies. I'm like, I love it. I love it. I love it. And now he is like, Ari, where you going, diva? Because I need you to be by me at all times, because you know what's up, and you can fuck someone up with a sword, and I am a scared little boy because there are wolves, there are literal wolves running around trying to eat us. The world is on fire, and I am a child, and I am traumatized. And I also love because, like, these are not like, because, like, the book even admits this, of, like, in the text of, like, these are not like lordlings' children, right? Like, Arya, you can
No.
understand how, like, she has been so traumatized because, like, this is literally a lady, right? These are all, like, tough street urchin kids, right? Like, these are kids who have
Mhm.
lived most of their life on the street. They have probably nothing but pain most of their lives, and even they are like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
even they are like, oh, it's bad. We're in
This
the,
is too much.
this is too much.
Like,
I would like to go back to the starving street. And even Yoren, like, says, like, because he like has this big long monologue where he's like, we used to be feasted and now we're running in the middle of the night away from the authorities, and we're foraging for scraps. And he's like, maybe I should have left them all to starve in the city. Maybe it'd be safer there. Which, like, is an honest question, because it's like, which like, that's a question, Ronnie. If you were a young street urchin running around King's Landing, and it's war, so there's no food, and you get your bowl of brown, that's your meal. But hey, you don't have to worry about villages on fire and the king. Would you rather do that, or would you go with Yoren on the open road where you have to run from the authorities and deal with piles of dead bodies and wolves, literal wolves stalking you? Which would we take? Which would you take, Ronnie?
the noose.
I jump off of the wall. I take the
Yeah.
quick route out. Like,
I take option C. No, none of it. I want none of it. I don't want to live no more. This is horrible.
yeah, which, just, god damn it. Continuing with our theme of just, like, the way that we traumatize children, and just, girl, leave the kids alone. They didn't do
Yeah.
anything. Like, oh,
It's no, it's so sad and so fucked up. But I will say, from a writing perspective, I will say it's very interesting seeing, like, because we spent the Catelyn chapter hearing about like the disarray in the Riverlands, and now we see it. And so
Yes.
going back and forth between like we're talking about the thing, and then we show you through Arya's eyes, like firsthand, how it's happening.
Yeah.
It's very affecting.
Well, and it's
Like,
also
damn.
like it's also funnier because like Catelyn's chapter is longer, right? And like talking
Mhm.
about it and talking about like what are we gonna do and the ramifications stuff. And then Arya's chapter is the shortest one of this bunch, and it's just like it's bad. Like
Sucks. It's real bad.
it's real bad. It's real bad. Like one-armed lady saying murmuring please over and over again before she dies a painful death. Like,
Yep.
oh god. Yeah, it's
Well,
it's not great. It's not really a lot to talk about this chapter. It's just we got
yeah.
some,
It's just everything is traumatizing. Arya is still watching the horrors of war, and we've headed a little more north, barely.
yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Anyways, we love a travel chapter.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the final segments here. First, our question of the week. If the characters were in high school, what cliques or groups would they be associated with? Oh, this is
My
Aiden from Spotify. Because after a short consideration, John would be a member of the school's junior ROTC program.
Oh, actually, you know what John is? No, John was like a goth scene kid, but then went into the ROTC, right?
Yes.
Which like is a very specific flavor, but this person does exist. These people do exist.
Yeah.
So like, you know, he's in the army now, but you know, he's still like he loves Panic at the Disco.
Mhm.
Ooh, Arya is like, oh, she is like a like junior varsity like oh, what's the Native American sport where they like beat each other up with the ball in the what's it called, lacrosse. She's like
I didn't know lacrosse is Native American. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, lacrosse, it's a Native American sport. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you have learned. Lacrosse is it comes from the Native
yeah.
Americans, specifically like the first peoples of like Canada. Is I think were specifically where it comes from.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
cool.
it was because like it literally like I can't remember what language it comes from, but like in the original language it translates to like little war, because it was like yeah, which is why it's so violent. But anyways, it's but no, it's yeah, like she's like the junior varsity lacrosse team, like
Okay. Yeah.
our budding non-binary lesbian.
I feel like Sansa is just that like overachiever girl who's in like she's like the head of the yearbook, she's the head of like the prom committee, she's the head of she's like everything. She does all the things.
She's the lead in the school musical, like she
Yes.
Yeah. She like does everything. Gosh, who are the other kids? Oh, Joffrey is he is on the football team, but he's not actually like he has like a cool position, but only because like his parents are like donors. Like he's not particularly like talented or anything. Oh, and then Cersei is giving the mom from Mean Girls. She's in her juicy like like sports suit.
Bran wanted to be on the football team, and he's been forced to become part of the chess team.
Yes,
but
he's really good
resentful.
At it. He's
very well. Yeah, because he, you know,
because he's like,
he knows.
He already knows the move they're gonna make before they make it. Ooh! And Varys is a teacher. Ooh, who does he teach at the school? Oh, Varys? No, Varys is the drama teacher.
Varys, okay.
No, he's the drama teacher who also coaches the swim team.
Oh, I love that. I was gonna say also coaches the chess team, but also the swim team works.
Yeah. He kind of does everything. He holds that school together. Like,
what about Tyrion? Tyrion is in like student government. Tyrion.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, Tyrion's the principal. Tyrion is the principal, and Tywin is like the superintendent. Like, oh
no. Okay, fine. Then Catelyn is in student government.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, great
They
question.
don't listen to her. They've made her
No.
like they've made her like Secretary of State or whatever. For I don't remember what it is at the school level. But
Oh no! You know what? You know, because like in this world, she's one of the teachers because she's an adult. I'm like, ooh, you know what? She's
oh, boo.
yeah, no, but she's like the teacher who like who's in charge of the student government, right? She's like Sansa's like the president of like student government, and then like she's like trying to like do things, but then like nobody listens to her. Like the administration doesn't listen to her. They're like, no, Catelyn, and she's like, no, listen to me. Oh my god.
Good. That's good.
Anyway.
I like that one.
Great.
That was fun.
Great question. Great question.
Yeah. And then, of course, our favorite segment, Spicer. What was your quote unquote favorite death?
Yikes! I'm gonna go for a twofer. So we'll do one actual death, and then or soon to be death, and then one that is more metaphorical death. Soon to be death. Deem just gonna be knocked off a boat.
Yeah, that's great. Love that.
Pretty
love
great.
That a lot.
Love that. And then also just the death of Janos Slint's rise. Just
his career.
The death of Janos Slint's career. Like, in one dinner,
funny.
He went from one of the highest ranking lords in the land to a border guard.
The bottom of the chum bucket. Damn. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Those are fun. Those are fun. I'm gonna not be fun and say the one-armed woman who like dies and they bury her on the hill. It's so haunting. We didn't really linger on that too much, but like when we're reading it and you're like reading her just repeating the word like please, like it's so like
because what does it mean? Please kill me. Please take care of my child. Please stop.
Yeah.
Like what is all of the above? Like
yes. And so like your mind as the reader gets to fill in that blank, and it's horrifying, and it's a very like short inclusion, but like one that I feel like has an impact that like lasts, and I don't like thinking about it. So I think it's the point across is what I'm saying. So yeah, there's that. But cool. Sweet, we did it. Let's look here. So next week, when I find the thing, next week our chapters are. Oh, I'm so excited. We have Davos I. Hallelujah, my man, he's here. And then Theon I. That'll be fine. And Daenerys I. She's back, baby. Georgie made us. This Daenerys I is the 12th chapter in this book. The mother of dragon shows up. Yeah.
Where's our girl?
Yeah. Arya's great. Love Arya. We've had 3 Arya chapters before we've had a single Daenerys.
And it's the same thing. It's the same. It's like, hey, more trauma for this child. We're going a little bit farther north each time.
Yeah. Like, no, let me know what happens to my girl. But anyway, yeah. So Davos 1, Theon 1, Daenerys 1. Very exciting. It'll be fun. Thank you all for listening this week. We really appreciate it. Make sure you leave your questions under the comments. And yeah. Read or don't read, do whatever you want. You're cool. Go buy tickets to Spicer's show in Las Vegas for the four Los Santas.
No, it was just 4 Los Santas. It's just 4
Los Santas. I thought you said it was the. You said the.
Okay. What?
Okay, it's 4 Los Santas. It's 4. I was trying to get it right and I fucked up. Anyway, have a great week. Y'all are cool. Also, if anyone knows any jobs opportunities in the Portland area, drop them in the comments. DM me, whatever. It's fine. You're all cool. Have a great week. Bye-bye, Spicer. Say goodbye, Spicer.
Goodbye, Spicer.